And right now on KREM 2 News at noon, the Supreme Court weighs in on former President Donald Trump's claims of presidential immunity. We'll explain what it could mean for the election interference case against him.
And we're looking at lots of sunshine for this 4th of July week, but coming up, I'll tell you when you can expect some 90-degree temperatures.
Oh boy, and what a weekend in downtown Spokane. We take a look at all the work that helped make this year's Hoopfest a big success. Hi everyone, welcome to KREM 2 News at noon. It is good to see you. I'm Laura Papetti. And we begin with a developing story. The U.S. Supreme Court ended its term today with a landmark decision on presidential immunity. The decision has a direct impact on former President Donald Trump's current legal troubles. CBS News has the very latest right now from the Supreme Court.
In a 6-3 opinion, the Supreme Court ruled Monday that former presidents have absolute immunity from prosecution for official acts related to their core constitutional powers. But the court said there is no immunity for unofficial acts and gave some guidance on how lower courts can draw that line.
For those things that are just within the president's ambit, absolute immunity. For official acts in general, at least presumptive immunity. For unofficial acts, no immunity.
Former President Donald Trump has repeatedly argued that he had absolute immunity.
You have to give a president full and total immunity.
In a scathing dissent, Justice Sonia Sotomayor wrote about the potential dangers of this decision on U.S. democracy. The ruling affects Special Counsel Jack Smith's prosecution of Trump for election interference for his role in the January 6 assault on the U.S. Capitol. The case now goes back to the lower court, which will have to look at what acts are official and what are unofficial.
There is an enormous amount of legal work that is now going to have to unfold over the next several months.
By waiting until July to issue their ruling, the justices have severely reduced the likelihood of Trump standing trial before the November election. Nidia Cavazos, CBS News, the Supreme Court.
And today's ruling follows another Supreme Court decision regarding January 6th. On Friday, the High Court said that the Justice Department overstepped its bounds when it charged hundreds of accused rioters with obstruction. The Supreme Court also issued its decision today in 2 cases dealing with free speech on the internet. The justices vacated the lower court decisions and sent the cases back down to be reconsidered. The Supreme Court found that neither lower court adequately analyzed whether social media moderation laws are unconstitutional in all settings. Those laws out of Florida and Texas seek to limit how social media companies moderate content within their sites. All right, it is 3 minutes past noon right now. We're going to switch over to a look at weather, and there should be plenty of sunshine this week. Brandon T. Jones, he's in for Thomas today. And Brandon, what do you know?
Well, Laura, it's already been a beautiful start to the day. Beautiful summer day here in the Inland Northwest as we take a live look over Lake Coeur d'Alene, where looks like some people are already boarded up on a Coeur d'Alene cruise. So looks like they're in for a good day out there on the waters. I can only imagine there's going to be a lot of people out on those waters this week, this 4th of July week. I know people are prepping up for that. We've got our American flag up there for our weather headlines. We saw a lot of those showers and downpours yesterday during Hoopfest and into the evening, but all that wet weather is moving out. Mostly sunny day ahead of us. A couple of clouds, but lots of sunshine and mostly sunny week as well. Temperatures will start to rise kind of as we go throughout the week, leading into a weekend into the 90s. So that's something we're looking forward to in the future as well. But as of right now, 76 degrees, winds moving around 14 miles per hour, might see gusts up to 18 miles per hour, but fairly calm winds throughout the day. And then we'll take a look at what you can expect for 4th of July a bit later in the show.
Happening today, a new law is in effect in Idaho that could impact how libraries operate, specifically when it comes to children. The new law allows people to file a complaint with the library about a book in the kids section that they find inappropriate. Once a complaint is filed, the library has up to 60 days where it must review the book. And if it is indeed deemed inappropriate, the book must be removed or placed in a non-children's section. If the library does not remove the book, people can sue the library and staff for $250 and other damages. The law impacts both public libraries as well as those at public and private schools. Also, several laws go into effect in Washington today. Here's a look at some of the changes that may impact you. First, undocumented immigrants can now receive professional licenses in Washington. This used to require a Social Security number, but now an individual taxpayer identification number can be used on the application. Also next, someone who removes a sexually protective device like a condom or birth control pill without consent may be subject to civil action beginning today. A person who wins their case could receive up to $5,000 per violation. And finally, when you renew your car registration, the Department of Licensing must now check for active recalls on your vehicle and let you know if they do indeed find one. All right, so that was today. Taking a look at tomorrow. Burn restrictions go into effect in several cities all across Spokane County, and they include the cities of Spokane, Spokane Valley, Cheney, Airway Heights, and Deer Park. So here's what is and what is not allowed. Not allowed backyard pits or campfires using chopped firewood and charcoal are not allowed. Also not allowed any open burning of fields and garbage. So that's not allowed. What is allowed? Those include outdoor chimneys, barbecues, and patio warmers. However, you must use the proper fuels, which include clean, dry, seasoned firewood, charcoal, and natural or propane gas. Campfires are allowed in parks and campgrounds if it's approved by the appropriate agencies. 12:06 right now. Still ahead on KREM News at noon. Hundreds of thousands of people crowded downtown Spokane. Of course, we're talking about for last weekend's Hoopfest. We have a look at how the event helps our local economy.